Hey everybody, I'm Matthew Cook and this is episode 90 of the Tactical Dad podcast. And in this episode, I am going to talk a little about the jargon and ammunition around, ammunition to help some new shooters, some novice shooters, and hopefully help demystify some of the confusion around ammunition. Now this is basic, this is 101 entry level, so this is for a new gun owner, novice shooter, someone that might not even have a gun yet, but are considering it and are maybe on their way to buy one right now. This is for you. If you're an expert in guns and ammo, please comment, please share and get involved with the conversation because you provide the most valuable information ever, experience as well as knowledge. I am growing mine. I'm no expert. I am along the journey to becoming one. So I don't have the expertise and the experience that a lot of you do. So please get involved. Help me help others. So we're going to cover some basic types of ammunition. I kind of boiled it down into three groups: shotgun, rifle, and handgun. Handgun is, you'll hear handgun, pistol, sidearm, firearm. That they're all referring to the handgun in most cases there. So when shooting a shotgun, shotgun shells are used. So if you hear the word shells, they're referring to ammunition for a shotgun. When you hear when you heard cartridges, previous podcast I was talking about caliber, or a podcast I recorded not too long ago, so it's stuck in my mouth. Cartridges or rounds, when you hear those two things, whoever it is, wherever you hear it, they are most likely talking about rifle or handguns, ammunition for a rifle or a handgun when talking cartridges and rounds. And if you look, you just have to Google search it, like Google search shotgun shells and cartridges, and you'll see there's a very, very big drastic looking difference, and it's because they're different platforms, so they require different types of ammunition, but they're the three. And that's how you can sort of differentiate them. Shotgun shells, they're broken down into three main types: birdshot, buckshot, and slugs. So birdshot and buckshot are made up of metallic pellets. Birdshot is a little smaller in diameter than a buckshot. Think about it, bird is smaller, and a buck, is a bit bigger. So they require different sizes. A slug is a single solid metal projectile, usually solid lead or copper. Rifles and handguns. So when talking about rifles and handguns, we're talking cartridges, we're talking rounds, right? So there are, for these types of guns, the ammunition can be broken down into two groups: rimfire and centerfire. Now it took me some time to learn this, because I saw centerfire, and you'll see it in specifications and on some of the boxes and stuff, the ammunition boxes, but I had no idea when I was first buying, so I just asked the guy at the front, what do I need for this gun? But rimfire and centerfire, it's real simple, and again, just Google an image. I saved a bunch of the images so I can post it everywhere, but just look at the images and you'll see one centerfire, so you can probably guess something revolves around the center, and rimfire, something revolves around the rim, and that's really basically what it is. The difference in these types of ammunition, rimfire and centerfire, is where the primer strike occurs on the case. So with a centerfire on the case, the primer strikes the center of the case. With a rimfire, the primer strikes the rim of the case, and that's it. So pretty simple. And with centerfire ammo, the primer is in the center of the cartridge, therefore the firing pin in a centerfire gun is designed to strike the cartridge in the center where the primer is. And again, like with the other one, with the rimfire ammo, the primer is around the rim or base of the cartridge. In guns that use rimfire ammo, the firing pin is designed to strike the outside edge of the cartridge. So the firing pin obviously has to match be applicable. The firing pin of the platform has to be applicable for the ammunition that you are purchasing for that, which then leads into caliber. So caliber is important, and caliber refers to the diameter of the barrel of a firearm and consequently the diameter of the ammunition that can travel through it. So the barrel diameter determines the caliber, Because if you think about it, the caliber, like the size of the barrel is there's a certain size for the barrel, and if the bullet is too big or too small, it could cause an issue if it's not right for the diameter of the barrel. So super important to know. Calibers are typically measured in millimeters, hundredths of an inch, or thousandths of an inch, but may not be like completely exact. So, and you'll also find that most calibers are like, it's a requirement for a lot of brands now, a lot of manufacturers, to have it on the barrel, like clearly marked on the barrel what the caliber is. So, caliber refers to the diameter of the barrel of a firearm, right? Caliber is the diameter of the barrel of the firearm and the diameter of the ammunition that can travel through it. Cool, moving on. Types of bullets, really, I've just put 3 down. Now you could argue that there's more, but I put full metal jacket, which you'll see on almost all the boxes of ammunition. Well, obviously you won't see this one, but you'll see, if it is a full metal jacket, you'll see this on the box. You'll see FMJ, because I remember looking at that and thinking, what the hell is that? It means full metal jacket, commonly used for target shooting and competition. Then you'll see, actually not as much. You'll see it sometimes, but not as much. But you'll see HP, which is hollow point, commonly used for self-defense. Hollow point is where the bullet's point, at the point of impact of the bullet expands. So, like, great for home defense, great for self-defense, because as soon as that bullet hits the threat, it's just going and expanding, causing some serious damage. Whereas like a round nose, it's just gonna, like, it's really designed to just go straight through. Although upon impact there will be some breaking and some fragmentation, but not quite like a hollow point. And then you'll get the SP abbreviation, which means soft point, which is also commonly used for self-defense. And that is, that's really, I guess that's kind of the most, they're the most common and most important aspects of ammunition to sort of understand, like 101 to get you through the door. There's way more to it, obviously, but that's a good start. Now, you're not going to see this all that much, but you'll see boat tail, BT. And boat tail it's not like a type of bullet, rather it's a feature of a bullet. So, for example, you might see, like what I just talked about, FMJ, you might see a full metal jacket on the box, and that full metal jacket could be a traditional cartridge, or it could be a boat tail. And think about a boat, right? An actual boat that floats in water. It has a similar thing. Like boat tail bullets have a tapered base, just like a boat, that can be seen when the bullet is viewed from the side. Traditional bullets have a flat base, and you'll see that. Just Google boat tail and standard traditional bullet, and you'll see. Now, since we're talking about it, the point of this is like a physics point. The physics principle behind it is the design of a boat tail ammunition is so that the bullet will the design helps reduce drag, which in turn provides a bit more stability while the bullet's in flight, and an increase in accuracy. Now, as a new gun owner, like we're not going to talk about this too much, because as a new gun owner, a novice, a beginner, you're going to have no idea anyway. You're literally going to have no idea. So they tend to be a little bit more expensive too, so I wouldn't bother. But good to know at least. BT boat tails. You might see 9mm Luger from, I don't know, like Federal or something, or Blazer or something, and then you see FMJ BT, full metal jacket boat tail, or just FMG. So like that's what you'll see on some packaging and in the specifications. But I think that's a good start to like basic ammunition types, and then those types, shotgun shells, and then rifle and handgun cartridges, the caliber and how the caliber and the ammo kind of has to marry up, the types, a few different types of bullets, and then just a little bit of a mention on a boat tail. That'll be a good start to ammunition. So I hope that helps. Experts out there listening or watching, please comment, share, get involved, help me help other new gun owners. and help me along my journey to becoming a competitive shooter and an expert in this space, which obviously is going to take a long time, but your input now is what makes the difference. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, please get involved. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode.